Welcome to the end of the railroad saga. At least for the next 2 weeks, roughly. I'm just going to give myself a pat on the back for getting everything done. My boss is happy. He's like, I'm glad you guys got done early. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. We got so much other shit going on, and right now, half of the company, not even half the company, but a lot of our employees are down in Oklahoma right now, working on some sort of a mineral oil spill. So he's like, all right, well, I need you, my boss talking to me, get to the shop, get your trucks cleaned up. He's like, you got 2 other guys sitting there. Have them get the power washer, take the trucks up on the hill or whatever you got to do. Have them clean the fucking trucks. While they're cleaning the trucks, I need you to go get the excavator loaded up on the lowboy with the other truck driver you got. He's like, we got 2 fucking tech dumbasses that can wash a truck, I hope. And then we got 2 truck drivers that can get an excavator loaded up on the lowboy, hopefully. So, shouldn't be a big deal. I've hauled the excavator several times and other items on that lowboy, so it's actually kind of fun. And then my deal tomorrow is, he said, yeah, I just want you to drive down to Pryor, Oklahoma, and drop it off and come back. So, fuck yeah, dude. Got a nice long driving job to kick off the no more fucking train engines with a bunch of fucking dummies. And then Thursday, I'm going to run a vac truck for a little bit. And then I'm going to turn around and grab a roll-off truck and go dump. I guess there's a dumpster somewhere that has a bunch of liquid and solids in it. So he wants me to run the vac truck, suck up all the liquids, take it to the landfill, go back to the shop, grab a roll-off truck, go dump the solids out of that dumpster at the landfill, and then put the dumpster back, put another liner in it, and then that's my Thursday. And then he said he's not sure what he said. He's got me busy on something for Friday, but he forgot what it is. So, because we picked up that one of those trash contracts that keeps like 3 or 4 of our employees every single day got to drive down to or back from Oklahoma. So, I mean, we got 4 drivers that are they're unable to do anything. They're so busy all the time. And that's what I wanted to be on. I wanted to be on that, because busy is busy, but driving down the highway busy is great. I like it. I like it a lot. And I don't know, I think my algorithm on Facebook and YouTube is really fucking with me because I've been seeing a lot of autonomous truckers and shit. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's, because I don't know. They say they're coming for your jobs, and I was like, well, they're not really coming for my job because we do all kinds of other shit. But with just small new advancements all happening all at once, it could, honestly. Maybe not this job and several other jobs we got, but running trash back and forth to Oklahoma, I think that could, because I mean, you could have an autonomous truck, maybe remote controlled by a camera, so there's somebody in an office somewhere that just monitors the truck and all of its movements, and then that just like they make sure that the right dumpster gets picked up, and then they run it down to Oklahoma, and then they just need somebody that knows that there's an autonomous truck down in Oklahoma that can open up the back door and dump the shit, or offload the dumpster or whatever. And offloading a dumpster like on flat ground you could program that, as long as the truck picks it up in the same manner every time. But it wouldn't be as fast. I don't think it would be as fast as a real human that knows how to run them pretty quick, because they would probably go slow just for safety concerns and stuff. But when you add in all of the, the truck stop brakes, just the guy getting out of the truck, filling out paperwork and everything, if you add up all the extra time a human takes, loading a dumpster a little bit slower is actually going to be ahead, So I don't know. I don't think we're in that position quite yet. I think my company is actually a pretty good company. I don't think they want to. They're like, even if there was the option to automate a bunch of stuff, I think they would still keep us busy, and maybe automate some other things. But I don't know, man. And it would. We have specialty equipment, so we would need, unless it's something you can put inside of a truck that's already been made, or you can easily swap equipment over to, one of these automated trucks. I don't think it's going to happen for us for a while, but I'm telling you guys, regular old dry van truckers up and down the highway, you guys are real close to getting it taken away. And I'm not happy about that. Let me just be clear. I don't want any of this to happen. Box trucks, dry vans, the teams, it's going to be a big industry hit hard once these things start coming out. Because those are big ass companies. Do you think Swift likes to be known for crashing the trucks all the fucking time? Maybe if we get some automated cameras and some nerds in a fucking warehouse somewhere to watch TV screens and make sure the cars aren't going to crash into each other or whatever. I think it's actually going to be way better, as in, for the profits of the company and for the safety of the road. I think the automated shit is actually going to be pretty good. Now, there are going to be certain times where it's not going to be as great, like in snow, or I don't know, somebody just doesn't check on this truck for a while and it fucking takes a wrong turn and it's just sitting, and there's like, I don't know, they're going to really need to put like either a QR code or a phone number on the side of it saying, hey, if this truck's fucking up, call this number, please, immediately. Because, I don't know, I've seen those Waymo cars, like, in their videos. I don't know how true they are, but I don't think, nothing told me they were fake, but Waymo cars just fucking pull up and they stop and they're autonomous, but they will not move, and you have no access to the driver's seat. I don't even know if there's a steering wheel now. But anyways, I'm excited to get my driving in. Might as well do it while you got it, and that's how I'm going to live my life from now on. I want to be out on the road driving while I can still be out on the road driving, and it's what I enjoy. That's what I enjoy about being a trucker, or just having, a CDL, is driving. I don't really want to sit on a job site sucking fucking diesel out of tanks. I'll do it, and I did do it, and I looked, and it's been 2 months and 1 day. 2 months and 1 day since we started this project. I am so glad it's over. And I don't know, I might go to the project manager, and I won't, but just for myself thoughts right now, go to the project manager and say, don't ever fucking do that again. Never, ever do that shit to me again. Okay? That was fucking ridiculous. I know it's an easy job. I know it's really simple. But if you fucking put me on that job again, there's a list of employees that I do not want to ever see out on that goddamn job site. Okay, if you're going to do that to me again, you're going to need to give me fucking real workers. I don't want these fucking idiots, okay? Give me some real hard workers that care about their fucking job. And I don't know, man. Like, so, the guy today, I don't know. So last night, I think I already talked about it a little bit. One of the guys was upset at me that I docked him an hour yesterday. I docked both of those guys that took off for an hour yesterday. I docked them. Said, you're not allowed to. It's like, you started at this time, you ended at this time. Deduct an hour. I don't care where you deduct the hour from. Deduct an hour, because you guys were gone for an hour in the time of work needing to be done. And I mean, I don't want to. This is beating a dead fish again, but fuck, man! I told you guys, hey, oh, we're gonna go get lunch. You want something? No, I don't want anything, and I need you guys to hurry. I don't need you lollygagging anywhere. I need you to hurry back. And they fucking drive. They do a zigzag tour of Topeka looking for a burger. These fucking idiots looking for a goddamn burger in Topeka. They drove all around Topeka. You know how many McDonald's and Burger Kings and other just like little places that sell burgers they passed? They had to have passed a bunch because, yeah, like I said before, my boss looked it up. I was like, they went to a place called Fat Shack, and he looked up Fat Shack, and he's like, that's on the other side of Topeka. I'm like, well, I don't know where it's at. I didn't look it up. I haven't had time to sit and relax until right now. I'm just telling you what I heard. I like, why the fuck did they drive all the way over there? I'm like, I don't know. They said they had to. I'm just telling you what I heard. And I mean, do you want me to think that they're lying to me all the time? They said they had to go to Fat Shack. They had to go to Fat Shack. And they were gone when work needed to be done. And yeah, they took a fucking hour. Guess what today happened is the other truck driver came up to me. And he already knows that this is a really testy subject. But he's like, hey man, just letting you know that at some point today, I will need to go up to a gas station and get something. Like, okay. And this is a supervisor. Like, he's a project manager / supervisor / he knows how to do everything on this job site and every job site. And he looks at me and he's like, I'm going to need to go to a gas station at some point in time. I'm like, okay. We can make it work. But don't take anybody with you. And those guys know how to run the truck, so take the pickup. Don't take the semi, obviously. Or have one of them do it, but not the motherfucker that's going to go out and need to take a shit every 5 minutes. Don't let him go. I need him to stay here. If he needs a shit, he needs to do it in his pants. From now on, until the end of the job, which is now. The end of the job is now. I don't think he took a shit at all today. I saw it coming out of his eyeballs and out of his ears. But anyways, I guess both of those guys that I had docked an hour were very upset at me. And honestly, yeah, I didn't show up to work exactly on time today. I ended up being about 30 minutes behind at let's say, I got to the job site 30 minutes later than I should have. That's all I'm going to say. We all make mistakes. Am I expecting the company to pay me the full deal? No. I'm going to deduct hours from my pay because I did something that was wrong and took extra time. Okay, so I'm in the same boat as them. I'm getting an hour less today, and you guys got an hour less yesterday. It's only fair. Okay? But, no, they were upset, so they talked to that other project manager supervisor, and he's like, yeah, they came over to me, and he's like, I'm kind of an asshole, and I let him hear it exactly the way it was. And I was like, well, what did you tell him? He's like, that there was several other ways they could have taken care of that situation that they just completely didn't, and then you I was telling them that you were on the job site needing somebody to be here, and they were gone. You know, and that's like the biggest problem of it all. Is if they left and they got lunch and they took 2 hours. If it was 2 hours and I didn't need them, all right. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, the job didn't suffer at all. But when I'm like, I told you guys to hurry up, and you guys have been gone for a fucking hour. I mean, I guess I've talked about this enough. But anyways, they were upset that I docked them an hour. The one guy called me yesterday. He's like, "Hey man, it's not my fault that the guy had to take a shit, but and it's not my fault that the 2 burger places were closed, and then I had to go to a 3rd burger place, and they only make burgers fresh, and we had to wait, and then the one guy had to take a shit." And I'm like, dude, it's not that. That was not my idea. Honestly, it wasn't. It was my boss's idea. I told him about the situation that I was in, and he said, "Let's look at their route, because he could track their truck," and he said they were gone for 1 hour. Docked them 1 hour. I said, okay, I'll do. And that wasn't even something that I suggested. I was like, man, we need to dock these guys an hour. I didn't say any of that. I said they were gone for an hour today. It really fucking sucked when they weren't there when I needed them. Especially after I told them to hurry the fuck up. Talking to now. Okay, well, I'm going to listen to my boss. I like my boss. I'm going to listen to my boss. You know, I mean, why would I listen to anybody else? Why would I care what anybody else thinks? I need to care what my boss thinks. And if my boss tells me to do something, I respect this job enough that I'm going to fucking do anything and everything he says to do. I don't give a shit what these guys think of me. One of the guys, he was telling me today, I was just like, man, I can't believe this job is almost over. Hopefully I can get a nice long driving job after this. And he's like, man, I'll be going back to doing slave work. I'm like, slave work? He's like, yeah, they never let me drive. I'm like, you have your permit, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, the boss has a lot going on. And other people do too. But you know that, like, almost every single job that you go on, there is a truck that goes on the job, right? Yeah. Like, go drive it. Drive it. You know, if they got anybody driving one of these trucks, they know how to drive a truck, so that they can train you on how to drive. He's like, well, I need to work on 10 speeds only. I'm like, you need to drive anytime you get to drive. What you need. You don't need to fucking be picky. You need to, every time if you want to drive so bad, you need to show them that you really want to drive. And so they're like, yeah, man, every time blah blah has been going on a fucking job, he drives the truck every single time. Oh, really? I had no idea. Okay, well, yeah, I guess he really does like to drive. Yeah, he's been driving to every single job. He's been begging to drive, to operate. He's been over there trying to learn, you know, looking at the trucks and stuff. You know, like that. You don't, at this company, just being able to drive isn't enough, you know, because our equipment is attached to the trucks. So you gotta know how to run the equipment also. So no matter what is going on, you need to. I mean, I'm just telling you, they don't think you want to drive because you've never put in effort to drive. So you need to start putting in some effort to drive. It's like, no, they only let the girls drive because the girls got titties. I'm like, no. So yeah, like, no. I was like, that one girl, I took her for a drive, and I don't think she's going to get her manual. I think she's going to be auto-restricted. Like, but she is. I was like, the difference between you and her is that she comes over and she finds anybody that's around that it has nothing to do, and they're like, hey, can we go driving? Can I drive? And then we go drive. Plus, that's ER side. The girls on ER side, so they need more drivers for the ER side. So yeah, they're gonna prioritize her because they need more ER drivers. They don't need more. I mean, we do need more field side drivers, but that's not what I mean. He's acting like there's only room enough for one person to learn how to drive, and I'm like, that's wrong. I don't know. Maybe he complains just like I do. Everybody's out to get me. Nobody wants me to drive. Like, I didn't even know you had your fucking permit. So, I didn't know he had his permit until this job started, and I was going to have him driving on this job, but he can't haul has. So, not on a permit, I guess. Or at least my boss doesn't want. Because I was going to have him drive, but my boss was like, no, you're driving has. No, not doing it. Alright. Anything else happened today? I don't know. The sandwich stealer guy, that's who I've been talking about him a little bit. He must have been really upset with me because he hasn't really talked to me at all. He hasn't come over and fucking hit my hat or anything. It was actually a nice day. He left me the fuck alone. I will say he was pretty fucking lazy most of the day. You can tell he's sitting in the pickup truck. You can't tell he's sitting in the pickup truck because he leans the seat all the way back and falls asleep. But you can tell he's sitting in the pickup because he puts his bright yellow helmet on the fucking dash. You know what the bright yellow helmet means? It means you're a newbie. So we got the newbie sitting in the fucking pickup truck sleeping. And we got everybody else that's worked here for at least over a year, white hats and a blue hat out here working. I mean, I really don't think it's going to last for him. Alright, fucking Jeep. Get the fuck on the highway, you stupid bitch. Now, people don't know how to use on-ramps. I had to slow way the fuck down on the goddamn highway because somebody came up on the on-ramp and ran it to the end. They had room to get over. You have a big, skinny fucking pedal. Your car is faster than this. I promise you. I'm stuck at 75. You can hit the fucking throttle and get ahead. You had room and everything. So, yeah, I don't know. He was pretty lazy most of the day. There at the very end of the day, he was putting his harness on, and the other guy that wants to be a trucker was like, no, you just sit in the truck, I'll put my harness on. He's like, no, I'm doing it. I'm like, okay. You're just showing up at the end, acting like okay, yep, I finished up the job. I'm the one that was up on top of the tank car. Like, you were sleeping in the truck most of the time. You have a lot of energy that you've built up sleeping. Lazy motherfucker. Yeah, so I don't think he's going to be here for very long. He really pissed off my boss, especially when I told him to text the boss and say, hey, if you need to leave early, you need to text the boss. And then he never texted the boss. And I could tell that, like, my boss was, like, furious with just that. Just him leaving early, not putting it on the schedule, and not talking to the boss. Even after I told him to tell the boss. And then I went and told the boss that you'll be hearing from him soon. And, I mean, that was a snitch-ish type of move. But it alerted my boss, and he sat on it. He said he waited until he watched them drive, and they get all the way out to Topeka when they're going to start working or whatever. And then he called him, and he said, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, just getting on the job site. Oh, Do you need to leave early today? Yeah. Okay, were you gonna tell me? He's like, well, I was gonna. Okay, well, yeah, these are things I need to know. He's like, why the fuck are you leaving her? I don't know. I'm just. There's a little bit of people getting what they deserve at the end of this job that, you know, if it hadn't gone as bad as it did, none of this stuff would have happened. I mean, but I don't want people that are good workers to get in trouble. But these guys, some of these guys are not good workers, and they need to be held accountable. But I don't want to be the guy. I don't like being the guy that has to get people in trouble either. I just want to be a guy driving a truck down the fucking road by myself. So whatever. Whatever. Yeah, they think they get free. They get paid to go on lunch and they get to nap. No. They not even just paid to eat lunch. They get my lunch. Not they, just the one guy mainly. He's eating my lunch, getting paid from my company to eat my lunch and take a nap. Really fucking annoying. When you put it into that context, it's really bad. And he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he clearly does not give a fuck because all day today, yeah, he can be mad at me all he wants, but hey, make me not be mad at you. But you slept in the truck most of the day today. The other guy let you sit in the truck with the AC running, sleeping, and he walked up and down the fucking rail. And I don't like this guy that much either. But he's actually out working. He's out doing, he's putting caps on that we finished. He's going over there. He's the one that got up on the tankers all day, sticking the tanks, doing everything, walking by us. But, if we forget our blue flag or whatever, he brings our blue flag over and moves it for us. It's like, yeah, this guy's annoying, but at least he's got a little bit of work ethic. The other guy, the new guy, I don't know, man. I am not going to be shocked when he immediately gets fired tomorrow. Like, I'm not going to be shocked. He's going to be like, yeah, I can't trust you to do any job. Especially by yourself. I mean, he's just going to get in more trouble by himself. That's what's going to happen. Whatever. Driving back home. I'm going to need to end this episode because I need to call the fucking guys in the pickup truck because they flew past me a while back. And I need to let them know that they're not allowed to leave when they get back to the shop. So, keep all 18 down. Adios. Talk to you later.